Hello, so I am back in the studio. It's 5D, episode 5 of Deep Feed. This one entitled The Unplayables, and I'm joined in the studio with my good old friend Simon. Middle-aged Kid, otherwise known as, a few other aliases, but we won't mention. If Middle-aged Kid was a great one, his MC alias, where we did a track Double Dragons together, didn't we? That was a laugh.
We did, that was an absolutely wicked track.
Yeah, check that out if you are interested.
On the One Pac-Man album.
Yeah, that was fun. Trip hop, hip hop, spoken word. I had fun making that. That was a lot of. But the video for the A and the I is going to come out soon.
Oh, amazing.
The one about the AI, yeah, it's almost done. It's taken us a long time as well.
Excellent.
Anyway, so this is going to be the Unplayables, and we came up with the idea of tracks which aren't necessarily undanceable or completely all over the place, but are just. I'll let you explain, Simon. What's the theory of this?
I think the theory was those tracks that you've always loved and love to rock out to or dance to, but find it pretty difficult to fit them into a DJ set or to play them to a crowd of people because they're very divisive or very polarizing or just very intense, and you've got to be a certain type of person to be into that kind of sound.
Like I definitely am.
You're definitely. I know I can play you anything, Nick. This is why I think this is a very suitable one for us to do together.
Definitely a good choice, because I do love the esoteric, the out there, this is definitely going to be one of my favourites to play stuff. So we're not going to just be like, oh, people don't like it. We're going to slightly explain our ideas, because it will be a little bit from like, oh, the BPM's mad or the structure's insane, to it just generally sounds a bit moody and people don't like it. So I'll let you start. What is your first choice?
So I think the first choice, a nice little gentle warm-up on a Friday morning, a Thursday morning, whatever it is. Let's start with Eamon Tobin, Night Ride.
Of course, see, I'm not actually familiar with this track. I love Eamon Tobin. He's got quite a lot of different, should we say?
Yeah, he's a marble in the bathtub, rolling, abstract kind of. But it's a great track. It's quite like what's the word? It's got a lot of chapters in it. This song, it moves between a lot of scenes, and it's got a lot of tracks. Especially if you were a DJ, it's hard to play songs that change scene completely. That have totally different stories within the song.
So, I completely understand. I know what you're talking about, and plus, I think when you mentioned this track earlier, when we were talking about this, I played it, and I know exactly what you mean. It's like the whole theme is the right word,
and you can't mix it because you have to listen to all of it. And if you're playing a DJ set that requires a constant energy to keep the dance floor alive, you can't pause for 3 minutes while they listen to some strange sort of in 1950s violins and guitars.
Well, unless it's your own thing like ISAM or your own fully live set, in which people are expecting that.
Exactly.
Did you see ISAM?
No.
It was one of his earliest things. He did AV things, where he was in this box and they had like projection mapping for like an hour and a half. It was insane.
Yeah.
I would say check it out on YouTube. It's still pretty cool on YouTube, but it's not like it was being there. It wasn't just bonkers. But it made me want to do AV stuff.
And isn't that the dream as a DJ or an artist? To get to that point.
Oh, where you can just people
turn up.
Being mad.
It's like Aphex Twin turning up at Glade Festival. There was no beat or kick drum for 2 hours.
And it
was just a giant, weird, swirling noise with him looking a bit pranged out on stage. And honestly, the reviews of it were terrible. People, like all the diehard fans, wanted to hear some clunk and glitch and move their bodies around.
But 90% of the crowd had a great time.
And instead, all he did was just wow them with like strange modular wibblings for 2 hours. And
why not?
And the tent was packed full of very wide-eyed, goggly-looking people. The weirdest tent ever. That
I bet that'd
creepy.
be fun. That sounds awesome. I've never made Glade. A bit sad about that. But right, anyway, let's move on. With Nightlife by Eamon Tobin. Here we go. So we are back. Yeah, what a good choice of what we're talking about. Well, it is.
Thank you, Nicholas.
No, it's brilliant. I love that. Very atmospheric. Definitely Jason, as you say, in the Argonauts vibe going on.
Yeah.
And then the odd little switch right in the middle where you're just thinking, oh, this has turned into like a sort of like a tune that's sounding a bit, different, but like it's not going to go somewhere else. And then suddenly it's just like, oh, what the fuck?
and these sort of mad dissonant stabs that sort of suddenly sound really edgy and strange.
Completely what I was talking about.
I mean, the classic thing about these tracks is, if you're in a room full of people and you play something a bit edgy, and very often the pretty girls will get freaked out and leave. Cause no offense, but they often don't. They're not geekazoid on, the glitchiest drums and the coolest pack. They just want to have a nice time and enjoy the party. So if you scare the girls off with an unplayable,
it could be useful if you try.
Some dissonant artist.
One of the subjects that I was actually came up with something I'm not going to play, but I did want to mention before we. Oh, let me just put my phone quiet.
I called it.
You did, no, I know. But the track that I made long time ago by accident, and after I listened to it, I was like, fuck man, that track is too like moody. I was like, it sounds like a bit like Clockwork Orange, but simultaneously what I thought it was like the track that you would play if someone had got murdered on the dance floor and the police were coming in and drawing the white chalk line around, and you were basically, the sound system's getting shut down now.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Is that what you're about to play us?
No, I'd have to find it. It's just a mission. I'm going to play another one of my tunes. Should I play my case?
What's your next one then?
Well, it's either File Under Futurism or my tune, Quantum Encryption.
Okay.
I'm going to go with File Under Futurism.
The friendly one. We're easing people in, remember?
Oh, right. Then neither of those. Okay, here we go. Music.
Only the real diamond hand hodlers are going to get to the end of this conversation.
Well, that's true. When you get to the end of it, then you get the real.
Hold to 0 dB.
Right, so, music, M-ZIQ. He's got an unplayable name.
Music, yeah.
Well, it's like his name's even like almost. I mean, unplayable in inverted commas because it doesn't work, but it sounds like hard to write. And also when you say it to people, they're like, oh, what's that? Oh, this artist, this music. They're like, what? We're taking the piss out of me?
Yeah, try googling that without having explained to you.
Taking the piss out of me? What do you mean? I know it's music. What the fuck? No, it's music. What do you mean? Like, fuck off. But I'll play it. Catkin and Teasel. Brilliant. I used to listen to this a lot back in when it came out, when I discovered it more, from Lunatic Harness. What a brilliant name for an album as well. It never actually occurred to me at first. I always thought the name was cool, but then years later, actually, it brought up the image of some mad person in like a harness, like bouncing around on
jacket,
or like on like bungee though. Or something.
Oh yeah, nice.
Anyway, here we go. Catkin and Teasel. This tune is beautiful, but I would say it's kind of relatively unplayable, as you might hear. Here we go. yeah, that was catkin and teasel, which I found out are 2 types of flower, I think, with quite obscure flowers.
Yeah, I feel like it could be the names of cats too.
Yeah, it would be good. Catkin's the one with I love catkin. It's the furry ball, isn't it? Like a little fur.
Yeah,
it's like a little oblong. Not oblong. It's like a sphere that's been stretched, but it's furry. It's really cool.
Sounds familiar.
Great bit of plant action. So yeah, that was quite a nice one. So yeah,
that's beautiful.
Yeah, it's great. It's lovely. I don't know if it's woodwind, flute, or whatever, but it's a great bit of music. So you are gonna be the next selector.
So,
well, no, we go back and forth. Obviously,
the next one. Well, it's funny. The theme so far, we've been pushing those glitchy drums, and from our generation, how
it was new.
How music evolved. Do you remember when Fatboy Slim, and then you got sort of Wise Guys, and it started to get like this big beat, break beats started to come through into sort of more popular music, and then the computers and the samplers really started to pick up power. And people were saying like, right, okay, let's really push, Eno and Brian Newman, what is Gary Newman doing, all the new electronic techno and synths and stuff. And then the evolution of that was breakbeats, jungle, acid house, and they were like, right, okay, let's see how weird we can get with these drums. And suddenly it's all getting faster and glitchier and more showy. It's all showy, less technically aesthetic or easy or moody or for a dance floor or whatever. But it was more like, okay, let's get in a dark room, nerds, and really show off my programming skills with this amazing piece of sampling kit. But the next one, is we're going to go completely opposite end of the spectrum in terms of Unplayable, just in terms of it's really, you've got to be in exactly the right place and time and mood to listen to it.
But it's not hectic and weird. I don't know it. So
it's not hectic and weird. It's a little dive into heaven as far as I'm concerned.
It's too nice. People will be like, oh.
Yeah,
I'm like, now I can't dance because I want to just lie on the floor and like
exactly. Right. And it's completely the opposite of electronic and glitch and programming. It's all musical. It's all live, and it's an African guitarist and a Welsh harpist.
Oh wow!
Playing together.
Oh beautiful! That sounds amazing.
Deep folk from the mountains and deep folk from North Africa.
Oh wow!
So the combination is absolutely magic, and I'd recommend.
Is that the artist, or that they just brought those 2 people together for this track? Do you know?
So it's Sekou Keita or something. I always get his name wrong, and Catherine Finch, and they did one album together. And there's only one.
Oh, so the whole album is them. Is the cool.
Yeah, and the whole album's great. It starts off kind of gentle, but it's one of those things that I'm quite hard to open up these days with music, and every time I listen to it, I can feel things changing in my mind because it just settles my soul in some way, and there's so much passion and real soul and true musicianship inside their album that it really it's a great experience for anyone.
You fucking sold me, man. This sounds sick. I have to say I do love that as well when you go from like, because I have so much time for mad electronic pushing the boundaries, but then I also have so much time for like, I actually feel like this is touching my soul, not on a crazy mad I want to go insane way, but in like a calming, like deep emotional level.
Yeah. And
like
I've got to do
takes you dreaming, like, almost like you're going back in time rather than forward.
Exactly, back to the soul rather. It's like and I've got to give a shout out to my mate Chris Revo, who is was one of the biggest electronic sort of monsters of our time, and ended up going to South Africa to calm down, and ended up joining with nature and coming back super spiritual and bringing back experiences of music like this.
Sick. Should we play it? Shall I play it? It's Cefalau, spelled
Cefalau, I think.
If you're interested, Ceffylau. Alright, here we go. vibes. Yeah, sorry, Simon was a little far from the mic.
I'm sorry, I dozed off.
Saw his slips into unconsciousness. No, that's beautiful. I love that.
Yeah, annoying. I think I actually played the wrong track, but honestly, dive into that album, and if you're feeling a little open and sensitive for whatever reason, and just lie back and treat yourself to 45 minutes of that, and you just come out the other end feeling very positive and
like a mental massage.
Open. Yeah, and also, but also, I don't know what it is. It's even just the physical effect of those notes, the way it leads you on a melodic journey to a crescendos, and the fact that it's all live played, and you can kind of bathe in just the awesome skill of the two artists. I mean, so on point and so beautifully constructed by them too, and totally original. It's really cool.
I understand. So I was debating what to play next after that. And I didn't want to pop.
Yeah, try following that.
Well,
you know what I mean? That makes it unplayable in itself.
The thing is, I'm gonna. Yeah, well, that's a good point. Yeah, I mean, basically,
that's the end of the
night. Only other one I've got that's chilled is going to be the last track, and it's 20 minutes long, so that's going to be the last one to play you out on. But we'll come back to that. The point is that everything else I've got is unplayable not in a chill way. This track I'm about to play, it made me think, I should choose this next. Is by the masters of possibly unplayable music, at least in the rock band element. And my favourite band, I mean band, not musical artist, Radiohead. So they, of course, definitely have a lot of unplayable tracks. They have a lot of tracks I don't like listening to anymore because they're too much. This one fits for me personally in between. Like I really don't want to hear it because it's too hardcore, and like actually the ones that are a bit more upbeat, which was very few. But and then there's a range from like slightly optimistic to incredibly madly depressing. And like this one fits in somewhere with me. But also I don't know what it is. I love the production. One thing Radiohead have is incredible effects, and like they developed. They even did the greatest left turn, of course, as it's called in music history. From
the greatest left turn.
Yeah, as in from the most, what is considered by a lot of people in rock to be the best album ever, OK Computer, to then, oh fuck, we're too big, it's doing our heads in, let's do Kid A, where it was like electronical, minimal synthesizers,
total change of course. Left turn, right, gotcha.
This is further down the line. I think it's called The Butcher. I think it was just on a single, and it's moody, but it's got a great little beat, and it's just got a vibe that I like. But you're not gonna find this played many places.
Can't wait to hear it. I have no idea what the track is.
Here we go. The Butcher, Radiohead. Moody.
Ooh, Tom York.
Yeah, it's set another sound there. Yeah, the thing about him, as you were mentioning, is his voice is the opposite of generic.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, like there's like you, it's weird as well. Like
Yeah,
it's just
quite
weird.
Bjorky.
Yeah, it's like
Tom Bjork. Oh my god.
They should get together, man.
They should.
Oh, on the subject of, did you? Radiohead would really like Aphex Twin. Aphex Twin doesn't like Radiohead. If you didn't know.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder what
It's just a fun little fact.
I wonder what Aphex Twin does like.
That's a very good question. I'll tell you what he doesn't like is being called Aphex Twin. He says people call him Aphex Twin, or like when they meet him or know him, that means he knows they don't. Not that he's not their friend, but like they know they don't know him properly.
Richard.
Well, either Richard or one of his super obscure aliases.
Dickie D.
Or Caustic Window, Mr. Window, Mr. Window. Yeah, Caustic Window, Polygon Window. Anyway, I divulge. So you actually brought up another subject of a good choice of another type of unplayable thing, didn't you? Just now, you were saying.
Yeah. So I mean, we were just chuckling about it that there were those artists in their certain scenes that were so popular and so dominant that you couldn't play a track by them in a set. You know, if it's, for example, the example I gave was psychedelic trance in the late 90s and early 2000s, where the main guy who was sort of, you know, the number one dude was Simon Posford, Hallucinogen Spongle, and then maybe a bit of Infected Mushroom as well, who had such an instantly recognisable production
and
level.
And it was so huge within the genre.
That it was so huge, but he was also really hard to mix. You couldn't mix him because he
some
wrote,
BPMs are a bit different.
BPMs are different. They'd slide in and out.
And sometimes the kick drums on Hallucinogen would be really different sounding. They wouldn't be the standard kick.
Exactly, and they'd be super melodic. And his tracks were not written to be DJed. They were written to be played in albums.
Live,
and he mixed all his albums together, so you didn't get clean intros and outros to mix with. And so people just either couldn't play them, or if you did, it was basically a cliche to do it because it was like such an obvious choice, and everyone's listened to him 100,000 times.
I completely know what you mean. When I used to DJ Psytrance, I love Hallucinogen. I never used to mix him. No. Like, it was hard.
It was my choice to lie down and flip out to.
Shame and Nix, I once tried to mix. I think I just about managed it.
Yeah, it's really difficult.
Yeah,
but that was what made his live performance even better. It was when he would seamlessly mix his own tracks in ways that weren't done on the album. Yeah. And you just be like, oh my god, he really is a genius.
Because I think that's a very great example and a very good point of an unplayable sub-genre as such. But it reminded me of this story about Renegade Hardware, who were like basically one of my favourite drum and bass labels, and they had a series of last ever Renegade Hardware, but one of the last
going out of business.
One of the last ever ones. I went to my friend there. He was DJing, and I was like, "Oh mate, so you're gonna play?" Do you know, I can't write. Okay, wait, I will remember it. It's Conflict. Was the artist, and it was called, my brain's melted, I don't remember the name of the track right now, but the point was it was the track that broke Renegade Hardware pretty much, and it's the best, considered by probably everyone pretty much to do with it, and all the DJs and everyone.
So it was so playable.
It was so amazing that I said to him, so you're going to play it, right? He goes, no, I'm not going to play it. I'm like, why are you not going to play it? He goes, well, because everyone else might play it. They probably will. I was like, oh, right, okay. It's come the end of the night. No one fucking played it because everyone else thought everyone else was going to.
It was such an obvious choice, everyone just jumped away from it.
Yeah, everyone thought everyone else would.
And everyone wanted to hear it too, so there you go. It unplayed itself by being so playable.
What was it? Conflict. Fuck, I'm going to quickly look it up. You can tell your choice next.
Tell us after this song.
Well, it's your choice next. Have a little chat while I just type it in and find out what it's called.
My next choice, it's going to be. I'm going to jump towards Square Pressure.
Oh, it came straight up. Sorry. Just for anyone out there interested, this is one of the best drum and bass tunes, tech step of all time. Conflict with a K. Messiah is the name of the track.
Oh, even I know that one. I don't know. I couldn't name a single good drum and bass track, even though I love them all.
Oh, it goes like that. Is that better?
He's not the Messiah. He's a dirty drum and bass DJ. No, that's probably not it. But
brilliant. What are you choosing, man? So
I think we'll do Smedley's Melody.
Oh yeah, brilliant.
Just to ruin the vibe and get us thrashing a little bit.
Drummers on speed.
And This album, Feeding Me Weird Things by Square Pusher, is probably one of the albums that changed my brain around.
I love it.
It was my first.
I was sad that it wasn't on Spotify until about 3 months ago.
No,
I was like, I want to hear the tune.
The only copy of it was literally a 55-minute solid recording on YouTube, which I'd download at 128 kilobytes and put on my phone and go, oh my god, I remember walking around the fields at school.
I ripped it from a CD years ago, so I had it in my I had it all. But I wasn't really going through my old 200 gigs of MP3s when Spotify arrived, because it has 99% of all tunes, doesn't it? Really?
Yeah, and that album for me was absolutely seminal in the.
I'm listening to it in my granny's kitchen a lot.
Oh really?
Yeah.
How did Granny like that?
No, on headphones.
Oh right. Excellent. Well, let's crack it.
Yeah, let's run it. Smedley's Medley, and then I'm going to choose another Square Pusher right after that. But here we go. Smedley's Medley. So I'd forgotten the ending.
So did I, until about 2 minutes in. I was like, oh yeah.
So you were giving some great analogies. Yeah, about Mario Kart.
Yeah, it just it always reminded me.
While you're having a bit.
Yeah, it always reminded me of computer games always have that very melodic, driving, repetitive. They say that one of the best things you can do for productivity is listen to old computer game music, because it's made to keep you hooked and on it, and excited and energetic.
I've never heard that. It does make sense.
And that, for me, the melody of the bass is very warm and happy and friendly, and then there's this sort of epileptic seizure of drums that like lightning hit my Nintendo vibe. Which
he's the master of that, Square Pusher. I mean, he did that. Square Pusher is one of those people who has the most, like Aphex 2 and a few other artists, mainly all friends of that sort of the same vibe, who have the most diverse range of sounds within their artist name of like any type of music ever, pretty much, basically. Yeah. Like, there is no one who does insane drill and bass and then does the most beautiful ambient tune that's just like a pad.
Yeah, while playing jazz bass.
Yeah, exactly.
The best jazz bass you ever heard. I love the story of how Aphex discovered Square Pusher. Do you know that one? He's sitting in the VIP area of some thrashing drum and bass club with the manager of Warp or his artist manager, whatever it was, and they're sitting there and someone's slamming away, and they see some geezer in an overcoat turn up at the door carrying a bass guitar case, and the bouncer's like, and starts having a massive row with the bouncer, and the bouncer eventually just lets him in, and they see this guy just walk straight to the front of the dance floor, open his bass guitar case, pull out the bass guitar, plug it straight into the mixing desk, and just start thrashing out these riffs over the top of this 190 BPM drill and bass. And the famous line is that Richard turns to the manager and goes, "This guy, he's got to be committed or recorded." And that was the birth of Square Pusher.
Oh, I've never heard that. Very, very brilliant. That is the one. I love that. So yeah, on the subject of him, let's move to, I'm going to choose one of my favourite tracks by him, A Journey to Redom, the 7 a.m. mix. Now I believe Redom.
Which album's that off?
It's Big Loader. So I believe I've heard, to be fair, amongst Warp Records music, there's a lot of, I've heard this, but it's bollocks. But I don't know, I'm going to tell you anyway, that the intro, and it sounds like it is, that Redom is a asylum, like a mental asylum, and that the intro is a dude there, nurse, or someone having a conversation, trying to calm down, someone who's having a bit of a moment. And I relate to that, as in, like, various levels. And the tune is also really old school 80s rave culture synth noise to me.
All right, calm down, mate.
Yeah, right. And then it goes off on the same drum deal. So I'm going to play it now. Fucking sick. Here we go. Journey to Redom, 7 a.m. Yes, Square Pusher. So that's lovely. I love that one, and it's got again the video game element-esque thing, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. It's definitely a theme for us, isn't it?
Yeah, man. Well, I think it's a very big thing in our generation, isn't it?
Yeah, massive.
Yeah.
I mean,
that
was the first electronic music.
I
Inadvertently, exactly. The first electronic music that I fell in love with was actually Mega Man theme tune, Double Dragon theme tune, Wizards and Warriors, and it was the sound of those clean sine waves with these incredible melodies and these insanely crap 8-bit hi-hats. And they're just, I love the theme music.
But it wasn't about the quality of it or the amount of different sounds you had or even the sort of nice ethnic, so well recorded hop. It was about the melody and the
energy of it.
Yeah, that had to be.
The progression of these Japanese geeks like making these super energetic melodies.
Pac-Man, the difference between if they'd had that tune or if they'd had like a 20% less good tune, how much money they would have made as well was a big thing for driving it for them as well, wasn't it?
Wizards and Warriors would make you listen to the theme tune every time you turned on the cassette. I used to turn it off and on and off.
Think of how expressive the music was for Super Mario Land. Like when Bowser came out. It's just seminal shit.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah.
Really exciting. Get you blood pumping and
I love it. Oh, the best thing I've ever seen, if you've got time on the internet, type in Tesla coil, Super Mario like video or whatever.
Okay.
It's incredible. It's got they've got is it called a Tesla coil? Yeah, a Tesla coil. You know, when the electricity sparks out. But it's designed so it sparks out in time with that Super Mario theme music. It's,
oh wow.
Yeah, and there's people standing around. It's just the lightning coming out above it. It's fucking amazing.
Nice.
Set that up. So anyway, that was my choice. So you have a segue to the next one you were going to say.
I mean, I think that it is a bit of a segue. It's quite a computer gamey song. It's by a guy called 20 Sil, who has kind of gone off into hip hop more recently, but there's a whole heap of great tracks he did about 10 years ago, which I always wanted to play to people because they're, again, super melodic, very digital, very technical, less glitch, but just kind of like thrash, pop, electro, not house. It's kind of. I mean, I don't know. I can't tell you what it is.
That's always good.
When I listen to this really loud, it makes my body move in a way I don't understand. I flip out, and when I try to play it to people, I can see them really enjoying it, but they don't know how to dance to it. And the song is called "Can You Dance to This?"
Yeah, and you can't. Is the answer?
It's just a great, really fun, positive, wicked bit of music, and not entirely unplayable, but it's very difficult to drop it unless you're him mixing it into your set.
Well, I've noticed in the name here, it's "Can you dance to this?" There's not a question mark. There's an exclamation mark.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
So I play it.
In other words, give it a go.
Yeah, try if you can. All right, here we go. It's CYDTT. Can you dance to this? By
20 Sil.
That's
SYL.
Yeah.
20 SYL.
All right, here we go, guys. In a bit, and gals.
to this.
Like it sort of drops you right on your ass at the end there, doesn't
Simon was bouncing about.
Yeah.
And I was enjoying it too. Yeah, good track actually.
It's a beast, absolute cascade of melodies and chops and drops and it's the space between the rhythms. It kind of throws you out and
doing like fills, but like more than just a fill. Like in
so many rolling parts and patterns all drifting in and out of each other. It's wicked.
So I want to segue because I wanted you to hear this quite a lot, and I, in some ways, think this is my equivalent of trying to do something like that last track, but a bit more trippier and harder because, of course,
you're you.
Yeah. So this is from Encoded Reality, the album I did that was meant to be a concept album about the evolution of the multiverse. This was après Human Beings, because the quantum encryption when AI takes over, etc. Here we go. I'll just play it. Quantum N-Cryption, Deep and Beeper. I hope you liked it.
Nice.
In a bit. So we're back, trippy 5D-ness.
Aye, that is so you, that track.
Thanks, man. Yeah, Deep and Reaper, if you want to check it.
Very cool.
So yeah, what I was saying actually in the while I was playing with Simon was we were talking about how I'd only recently realised that what I was trying to make, or what I thought a lot of my favourite tunes that I've made sound like, is IDM. That which is the collective umbrella term. It was invented by someone for sort of Apexy, Music, Square Pusher, Venetian Snares, like the whole list of people. I mean, those are just the ones I can think of.
The connoisseurs.
Well, it's just you're really fucking trying to just push the envelope and do something that is completely not generic.
And IDM means?
Well, here's the thing we wanted to bring up is that it stands for intelligent dance music, which not only I and a lot of those famous artists apparently dislike, and Danesh, who's famously been on the podcast here talking about it, dislike the terminology. It's like, why are you saying it's intelligent compared to any other form of music? Like, it's a bit up your own arse. I used to think of it in my set as you could rebrand that as I dick myself. So like, that's a joke. But we wanted to rebrand it, me and Danesh, honourable mention there, a good friend of mine, to OTM. If it was, I mean, I say rebrand it, it's not like enough people listen, probably whatever listen. But you know, if it did happen, that'd be great. We rebrand it, we coined it, Out There Music.
Exactly.
So that's the one. And you wanted to say about something to do with that.
I mean, if you think of the genres and the music, the music types and the musicians who think they're more intelligent, for example, or music that is often considered to be highly intelligent or highly skilled. You know, you've got on one end you've got the electronic spectrum, which is the IDMs, that super technological, ultra glitch, very difficult to program. You have to have a very great concept of drumming, of rhythms, and also melodies and how they all fit together, and in order to create something that is out there but still listenable. Yeah. You know, and if you know,
there's a fine line.
It's a very fine line.
For example, I don't really like any of Venetian Snares, if I'm honest.
Me neither.
And
that's the thing. I'd listen to that sort of stuff just to be impressed by the production, just to be like, wow, that's really a lot of skill and work went into creating that piece. It's like some pieces of art or whatever it is.
Yeah, that's true. Actually. You're not appreciating it so much for the qualia,
I don't
but for the process that went into it.
Exactly. It doesn't. I don't particularly enjoy it. I'm just impressed by it.
Yeah, I understand.
And in the same respect, on the acoustic end of that spectrum, you've got the jazz guys. You know, they're like, okay, playing correct notes in scale is like so. You know, music in the past. You know, like now we play jazz that you basically can't really listen to or enjoy.
A lot of people hate jazz because of that.
Exactly, and that's the thing is that a lot of modern jazz.
Like, I don't hate it, but I don't really love it either myself.
Modern jazz it's kind of unpleasant unless you're so flipping clever that you understand how clever they are to have actually bothered to play all the way around the chord they're in without actually hitting a right note. The skill to do that is extreme.
I understand. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah. So is this next track a bit like an example of not jazz, but an example of it in a percussion sense?
Kind of, yeah. So I mean, I wanted to refer to the movie Whiplash, which is an amazing movie. I think it won Oscars 2016, something like that.
Do you never guess? It's about a deaf drummer?
No, it's about a drummer who goes to drumming jazz school in New York or something.
He wasn't deaf. Did he have some issue?
No.
Oh, I'm getting confused. Maybe because I've had this weird feeling.
No, definitely not it.
Oh, okay, go on.
And I can't remember who the actor is. Great actor plays his teacher who abuses him.
Is it Riz Khan?
No,
I'm getting confused.
The guy with the moustache who plays, he's in Spider-Man, plays the head of the newspaper in Spider-Man. Very famous actor.
Go on.
Anyway, but just the musicianship in that movie is extraordinary.
Okay.
And
I want to check this film out too.
I'd play one of those tracks, but
Does it have any shots?
I recently bumped into watching The Mask again on TV,
you told me that,
and there's the first scene when The Mask appears in public in the club, and he takes the microphone off Cameron Diaz, and he goes around, and he slaps the drummer, and the drummer finds himself wearing a different suit, and suddenly they're not playing these sort of soft 50s love songs that Cameron's singing, and suddenly they play this song which is called Hey Pachuco by
That's this tune from the film.
Yes.
That is the tune for the film.
That is this tune. So this is the 8-minute live extended version, which it's just so much energy. It's so much fun, and you couldn't really play it to anyone because it doesn't fit in any party or anything. You'd have to play it, stand and go, guys, just 8 minutes. Let's just go for it.
I'm excited.
It's a great song.
Shall I run it?
Go for it.
Here we go. Hey Pachuco.
Hey Pachuco.
By the Royal Crown Review.
Most of you know this one. Here's the one we did in the film of Man. About the Zoot riots in 1943. Gotta have a little history in your life. Especially if you live in LA now. You'll remember some things. Some governments never change. Some governments need to be kicked in the ace. It's called Hey Pachuco. For me, blue and white me want tonight. Sit them pride and know the cats from down the east side. Tonight there's no place to hide. So I kick it. Hey Marie, you better grab my jack and zip gun for me. Face no shame. Tonight's the night I die for a name. When we're downtown, we stop, throw down. We end up doing time. Soon as he met us there to get us, so stick with that gang of mine. All right, kids, watch him go. Scott Steen, man. Gotta help me out with this one. This is my good friend the Count here. Big old episode. Put your hands together. do you say, kids? The count, Bagel left the store, on the bass. Yeah. All right, boobies. This is it, Bam Bam, Danny Glass on the skins. Watch him go. See him fly.
We are back. That was some solo madness bits, isn't it?
Yeah, what a great track.
Yeah, I feel sort of almost a bit knackered actually, but not in a good way.
Yeah, a lot of energy in that.
Yeah.
And it's funny also how it actually, when you think about it, and you go back to one of the Square Pusher ones we've been listening to, and you've got that sort of jazzy bass and this freestyle drumming over the top, but it's electronic instead of real.
But it's the same.
So it's actually quite, similar. Obviously, you add vocals and trumpets, and
also sometimes they do things with the drums that would probably be that are impossible because they've got a computer you couldn't play.
Yeah,
but it's the same vibe, isn't it?
Try playing 128 hits in a second.
Well, I wonder. Actually, I don't know. I wonder what the record for
and changing the pitch of the drum at the same time.
I wonder what the drumming record is. You know what's funny is this is.
Watch Whiplash, you'll find out.
It's too late. Do you know what
it was J.K. Simmons was the guy.
Oh, okay. Do you know what I should have played, but it's too late now. Is some extra tone.
Ooh.
That's music where the BPM is 15,000 and higher.
Maybe we put an Easter egg at the end of the podcast.
No, I've got that's the shit. We got. I can tell people go check. There's only about 5 tunes in existence.
Link in the description. There's
only about 5 tunes in existence. Go to YouTube and type in extra tone. But I give you one piece of advice: turn your speakers down a lot before you click on the link because it will deafen you if you're not careful.
If it auto plays.
Mate, literally, I don't know. The deal is the kick drum is going so fast they become tones. It's why it's called extra tone. So it's just like.
Oh, nice.
It's fucked. It's not really fun. It's an experimental thing, but check it out.
Nerdfest.
It's definitely unplayable. It's probably the most unplayable thing that
Is it IDM? Do I need my anorak?
I don't even think it's IDM. It's extra tone.
You don't dance to IDM. You hold your chin. You go.
You stroke the beard. I think that's where.
That sounds like the MPC 12,000.
But you know the beard stroking thing is within all different subgenres. I think it was born in IDM. The idea of it, personally.
Train spotters.
But it's the same with in drum and bass. There's always loads of fucking train spotting in the corner.
It's true.
A lot of them do have beards.
Never plays the DJs. That's the rule.
I mean, sometimes I wish I had a beard just so I could join in.
Yeah. Well,
no, like a big bushy one.
You can rub your belly instead. One pack.
I do.
One pack, man. You're so fucking slack, man.
So you get your ass to the gym and lose some fucking fat, man. Anyway, right, let's...
Felt so mean. Whenever I listen to that song now, I feel really mean.
It's funny, it's a joke. You don't feel mean. I don't feel mean to all the players of Dota that I'm basically just completely slagging off.
That is true. I don't feel mean either. They're a bunch of weirdos. Come get me.
Yeah, right, yeah, come out from behind that microphone in 20,000 kilometers distance around the internet. Come and actually find me.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what happened now is one of the people will be some ex-marine who actually plays it. He's going to come and kill us. But.
No. There's no such thing as bad press, right? They're all going to start moaning about it, and they'll all start listening to the track. We'll make hundreds of grand from Spotify streaming.
And then they'll also start playing Doom, and that'll be good.
Yeah.
Right, so moving swiftly on around the super unplayable divulgence. Okay, it's a great track. Quite old, relatively. It was around the millennium, and it's called File Under Futurism by DJ Spooky and, wait for it, the great named Freight Elevator Quartet, who I believe play violin, and it's mashed together. And DJ Spooky's done some of the most unplayable music I've ever heard, but some of it's incredible. He's also an amazing DJ. But it's called File Under Futurism. Sounded very futuristic, still does. Here we go. Check this out.
Subliminal production. File Futurism.
Yeah, so on reflection, I like that tune, but it is one of those ones that sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm just tired now.
Yeah, that's. I think that's why IDM slightly ran out of puff. It's there's only so many glitchies and swishy.
Well, it depends. It's a bit like hard tech style, whatever that really fast one that just sounds like you're having a panic attack.
Oh, new tech or whatever it's
when
called.
it just sounds like you're having a panic attack. Yeah, there's only so many sounds you can make before it's like, it's just...
Yeah, I mean, that's my problem with
I
sidetrans
like
now.
subtle... I mean, my music doesn't really fulfill it, I think. I like to try, but I like subtle, trippy, really well crafted.
Like early
really,
Trent Moller.
Well, some of them are sick, but I'm thinking more like when it sound rather than just sounds like it's broken in a really panic attack aggressive manner. It sounds like it's broken gently, like like more subtly, but still broken.
Poignantly.
I don't know. It's one of those things that I can think of a sound now that I heard at a rave like 15 years in some weird minimal rave. I'm literally remembering it coming out of the sound system, but I'm just not knowing any way to describe it. But just broken, chilledly. Well, I mean, baby. Anyway, right, okay, we divulge. We are powering into over an hour and a half of interesting chat.
Oh, wow.
And mad tunes. Yeah, I know, we've really gone for it. So we're going to play one, well, you're going to choose one, which we both really appreciate. I'll let you introduce it, and then we're going to play you out with 20-minuter, which is the most chill thing, to just relax, to just really chill you after that craziness. So what is it?
Mildly abused by our unplayable music.
What's your final choice, Si?
My final choice, I mean, we couldn't really have this conversation having mentioned Aphex Twin, I think, 20 times. We have to have one. And there's so many I could have chosen. I wanted to go with Polynomial C was one of them. Analog Bubble Bar.
That's lovely. Oh, lovely track.
But again, but not easy to play.
No,
it's very long. It's a bit like Ernest Borgnine, and I wanted to play it, but it's very long. It's quite similar. It's very hypnotic, but also quite hectic.
There's not a lot of Aphex Twin you can really play anywhere. That's again for more reasons than just because it's Aphex Twin.
It's Anorak music. Yeah, it's Anorak music. It's fantastic. But
he's also just invented like subgenre, like how many different genres have come out of what he's done.
And the technology. He also is so hugely involved in the development of the technology as well. A bit like Tim Exile.
I discovered. So after he did this big London thing about a few years ago, London set, there was a nerdy internet article I came across saying this is what his modular setup was, and he's got this really cool thing that looks like the Qubits something. It's got 3 old arcade buttons that you can press to loop. It'll just make little drum loops that it records the rhythm you press them, but it's because they're arcade buttons, old round, really
nice.
I was thinking of buying it.
Indestructible.
Well, yeah, I was thinking of getting one. I might still actually. But the reason I didn't get it is because I don't have a lot of drums in my modular, in fact any. So I think what I'll do next time, when I next expand, which I'm not meant to do for a while because of I need to pay for other things. It's true. It's like crack modules, but anyway. Except it's sort of. But what I mean is, next I'm gonna get some drums and I'm gonna get the arcade button thing, so I can do the drums and have like noise melody.
So someone can walk into your space station music studio and go, ooh, what does this button do? Don't touch it. It won't stop for 20 minutes.
Well, yeah, that's the other really cool thing about
Start here.
Oh, have you heard about the 1,000-year track in the Science Museum?
No.
It's basically you can sit in this bubble. Is it an
algorithm that plays itself?
No, it's like mad music. It sounds incredible, but in like a trippy way.
It will never repeat for 1,000 years.
No, it's set up via generative processes, mathematical processes. Ooh. Yeah, brilliant.
That's quite cool.
I actually want to learn some generative techniques with, which is actually not that hard with modular. Just combinations of really, really slow LFOs. Think about it. Put 4 different LFOs with really long, non-factors of each other cycles.
So they'll never hit the same.
Straight off the bat, you could probably get I'm guesstimating a few 100 years or 10 years out of it. Just the 4 LFOs on this. It's a guess. I don't know for sure. But then it's more than just it's more than just 4. Anyway, I'll just shout now. It's interesting stuff. So we got but what is the track?
So the track, a little shout out to our friend Dom, who will probably never listen to this, and certainly if he knows what this track is, he will turn this podcast off immediately, as it used to freak him out and he used to run out of the house.
He was the only person who didn't love it.
He hated it. But it's also the production on the track is extraordinary. It's actually so well made.
Yeah.
I still to this day can't actually figure out how he did it.
The most extraordinary thing is the little voices, isn't it?
Yeah, and also
is that him? Is it his mate? Is it a computer? I mean, it's like,
and the fact that it was made in like 1993
I know,
or
it is
something
actually,
insane.
You don't.
I could-
unless you get into music and know how hard it would be to do that.
With old kit.
Yeah,
You know.
I mean, I think it probably is. I think it probably is just him tripping and his mate of his tripping out on a mic.
Almost certainly.
And just then because they're tripping so much in the way they performed it, they didn't have to tweak it that much, is my guess.
Anyway, so the track is Little Funny Man.
Funny Little Man.
Is it Funny Little Man?
Ooh, come on. Ooh.
Oh, it's so creepy. Oh, we used to love it.
Basically, it sounds like what I go Spinkles with now. It's
Goblin
the
mode.
same words. Yeah, Goblin.
Enter Goblin mode.
Just here you go. If you've reached this far, this is going to be a treat. Here we go. If you don't know it. Funny Little Man, Aphex Twin.
to fuck you up the bunghole, and then I will sneak into your room and cut your cock off and stuff it in my mouth and sew them up with my little bullies.
So, answers on an envelope. What the fuck is he talking about at the end? The bit that we can't tell, because we know he's talking about sneaking into the room, chopping cock off, and playing with himself or whatever. Yeah, no, but what a track. We were. Oh, it's great. I love that. The little man. He's the way he's basically telling the other guy he's going to have a little fight. Come on, funny little man, come on. Ooh,
It's such a weird song.
Come on. But
Perverse.
he's talking to the funny little man. But he's a funny little man himself. He sounds like it, but he's calling someone else a funny little man.
Yeah.
The levels are just completely off the chart.
It's such a perverse track. All the it's all the bass, everything. It's the most dissonantly. What's the word? It's sort of in harmony but dissonant. Every aspect of it. It's
I don't
brilliant.
think there's a word for that. I think you should invent one, but it's not as simple as it's got a new word.
Disharmonic. Disarming.
That's a word though.
Disharmonic.
That's quite good.
Disharmony. Okay, we're
Psalms. Right, so we have come to the end of the podcast. I want to just say before I play I'm going to just mention the last year and then we'll say goodbye. So this is Brian Eno, The Ship, and it's 20 minutes, so that's why it's unplayable in my mind. It's the longest creeper of all time. Please, if you've got some time, get right to the end, because the last third of it is the ultimate bit where it's been ambient, then it comes the singing, slightly gentle bit about the ship, and then at the end he samples what can only be like weird different 80s 90s bits of random TV that he found, like a football match commentator or a fucking advert, but you can't hear them, they're really quiet, and like a bit of radio from something, just random chatter, and it's just in the mix, like it's incredible. Like it's just I wish I could make ambient music that good, put it that way. But yeah, I'll play us out on that 20 minutes and we won't be back at the end of it. But I just want to say thanks, Simon, mate. Middle-aged kid, motherfucker. Thank you very much. That's been a pleasure.
Thanks for having me, man. It's been really fun.
Brilliant, yeah, mate. It's been some really good tunes coming out there. Lots of good banter, and I'll have to get you back again for another one.
Yeah, we'll come up with a fresh concept.
We do need another concept.
Hash out some more classic belters, and maybe we, do another showcase of our own stuff at some point.
Yeah, we should. We're going to write more under
the woke hip hop translation song, which was the idea we came up in the middle of this podcast. Stand by for the next middle-aged kid and One Pac-Man installment.
Yeah, we're going to do something basically, and I think also there's one other thing I will mention. I'm not going to say but it's going to be Deep and Beeper and Simon's other alias, which we won't mention now. But the tune is sick with the sample of the dude.
Oh my god!
I know
Matt Silver.
I don't know his name right off the top of my head, mate. It's coming. It is going to happen at some point.
It's a great tune. That.
Yeah, it's really. I'm going to play it right now because it's fucking sick.
It'll probably.
But not. I don't play it now. I mean, we're going to check it out while you listen to The Ship.
Enjoy.
Brian Eno.
Bye, guys.
Bye bye.
The ship was from a willing land. The waves about it roll. And as a globe of powder sand, we lift, we lose, we hold. The time is still, the sky is young, drawn on towards the goal. And we are as the undescribed, who take and lose and oh, hallelujah, pray for me. The man who turned away. My desert in a grain of sand. My life within a day. So smooth the stones that count the tides. The piper plays a but we are as the undefined, breaking on the when grey with time and bent with day, a frail empire. The sail is down, the wind is gone. The sky is black with crow. A slave to hopes of destiny. Illusion of control. And we are as the unrefined. The waves about us
La geografia contra la seva. El gel contra el carbó. Tot el gran zeitgeist de les coses. Per xocar. Contra el present. estrellar. Aquest calvari de somnis. Com nedadors en un salt a la claredat.
Multiply. Cut. Turns. A man. A man. A timer. Sand. Glass. Running. Way. Stretched. Like gum. The vibration of that early voice. Felt. Wave. After wave. After wave. After wave. After wave. After wave. After wave. After